maybe they just want to watch video and just hear from someone's
An
voice, an
expert.
expert. And once they click on your video, they'll listen to you, maybe like your content, and put a notification button on that your content for them to
To get
get
notified
notified of
when next to make
exactly.
videos.
So if you want to create more of educational videos concerning real estate and actually get potential leads from that, I think you should be on
On
YouTube.
YouTube. There is really no doubt about the fact that YouTube has come to stay, right? And a lot of content creators are leveraging on the vastness of YouTube and video content to reach large and targeted users or audiences. At the moment, YouTube works so well for different industries and real estate industry as well. In this particular video, we want to consider YouTube and real estate. How should realtors use YouTube for the sake or for the purpose of reaching their audiences and growing trust and credibility amongst their clients? There is also no doubt about the fact that so many real estate agents, especially in a place like Nigeria, are already leveraging on YouTube as a platform to reach their targeted audiences. But the fact also still remains that a lot of them are not doing it the right way, right? There are several things about YouTube that most real estate agents don't also put into practice or into consideration, and all of that will be unraveled in this particular video session. I'll be having this session alongside my popular guest, right, Cynthia. You may have seen her in one of my previous videos, and she's always readily available to giving her own 2 cents when it comes to things related to marketing and of course for real estate specifically. So if you are a real estate professional and you want to learn how to use YouTube for the purpose of marketing your product, of marketing your real estate listing, then stick around to the end of this video because you are going to be learning so much. So welcome once again to this session. In this particular video, we will be covering some very important areas of YouTube as it relates to real estate, and I have them outlined here on my PC. We'll be looking into creating engaging content, right? And of course, we'll be looking at video optimization for search, right? Because you do understand that YouTube is also a search engine, right? But in this case, it is a search engine in the form of a video, right? We will also consider building a personal brand, a personal real estate brand through the application of YouTube, right? And of course, we'll be leveraging on YouTube advertising to reach targeted audiences for real estate clients. And lastly, we'll be looking into engaging with audiences and building a sustainable community on a platform like YouTube. So, once again, I'm going to be welcoming my friend to the show, right? Don't mind me, this is not a show anyway, this is online, right? But I'll be welcoming Cynthia to have this discussion, to discuss all of these 5 points with me, and to hear her own perspective also regarding the points I have outlined already. All right, so welcome, Cynthia. How exactly are you doing?
I'm doing very fine, thank you.
Yeah, so Cynthia says she's doing fine. Let's hope to see if really she's doing fine by the wealth of answers she's going to provide to some of these things that I just outlined. So yeah, YouTube for real estate professionals, right? Do you think YouTube should be, to start with, right? Do you think YouTube should be a place where real estate professionals need to be?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, any more explanation to that?
Yeah, because this is where most people go to search for how can I, where can I. You see these questions of how can I, how should I. All these questions are more of educational content for real estate prospects, like potential clients searching for what does a particular document means. Maybe your content can actually appear on Google. This is why you should be on YouTube, because if a client lands search for a particular keyword like what does C of O means
Hmm.
on Google, actually they won't really go to YouTube. Now, Google will now bring your video on top of maybe the first page of that search. They might read whatever everybody's writing on their website, and maybe they just want to watch video and just hear from someone's
An
voice,
expert.
an expert. And once they click on your video, they'll listen to you, maybe like your content, and put a notification button on that your content for them to
Get
get notified of
when next you make
exactly.
videos.
So if you want to create more of educational videos concerning real estate and actually get potential leads from that, I think you should be on YouTube. Yes,
Wow.
it gives you a platform to
Express yourself.
set yourself aside and be unique from the crowd. That I'm here to educate, not just to take your money, but I'm here to educate you more.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think I like that. Yeah, so and unfortunately for us, our cameraman is also already sleeping. And all right. So educational kind of content. I think that leads us to our very first point of discourse, right? The kind of content that must be created or should be created on YouTube by real estate professionals. So how exactly do you make do of YouTube to growing your real estate business? Content is very important. The type of content is very important. And as my very good friend Cynthia had rightly opined, educational content kind of does better on a platform like YouTube. And just adding flesh to what she had rightly said, uh, people wants to hear from the expert. People want to see what the expert actually looks like. Is the expert a dark-skinned lady or she's a black-skinned lady?
Yeah.
Is she very good with her command of spoken English, right? How sound is she grammatically, right? So a lot of persons want to put some of these things into consideration, not just wanting to dash out money, buy property of 100 million. They want to hear from the person who is going to sell these properties to them. And that is why I think I agree with you that YouTube is a place to be for that regard. So the type of content, educational kind of content, as rightly said, the how-tos kind of content, the why kind of content, and even the document, as I said also, the guy wants to know more about C of O, right? He probably has read a lot of things online about C of O, but maybe he doesn't even know what a CFO looks like.
Exactly.
Those two things. So
Exactly. So if maybe that you've had a lot of things about CEO, but you don't even know how that document
looks like.
the process of writing or signing that document.
And you know what? Funny enough, for someone like myself, I don't even know what the CFO looks like.
Exactly. You see what I'm talking about. So if someone wants to see more, like seeing the practical aspect of writing or signing a CFO document, what should be found in that document, like real life example of signing that CFO document, they'll click on that video and watch. And if you're lucky enough, maybe in your videos, you use what we call B-rolls to explain, use people signing a document, what you should see on that document. Like you might even have to bring the document in your own video. See, all those kind of things helps them that, okay, this person content is quite different from what I'm reading, all those blogs I'm reading, because the blogs will just actually maybe
explain
screenshots
rather.
That's that document. It can be taken from anywhere, maybe stock image or all that, but in your video you can actually bring a real document,
A live document.
you understand, to show them, and this will help them trust you more and know that you know what you are doing. You understand? Become an expert in that your industry. They see you an expert in that your industry. So this helps them connect differently
with you and
yeah,
differently.
because text helps you understand, but seeing human face and seeing real life example, exactly, they connect. There's a different kind of connection from any other thing that I've seen there. Even if that is the same thing you're seeing with what others are doing, there's this different connection. They are seeing your face,
and they are hearing you talk
exactly,
also.
Even giving them real world examples of all these things. So that is why you should be on that platform.
Yeah, so that is why you must be on YouTube, right? So guys, if you are a realtor, if you are a real estate professional in a place like Nigeria, and maybe elsewhere outside of Nigeria, having your presence on YouTube is a thing that you must do immediately, right? And of course, as we have rightly said, as myself and Cynthia had said, YouTube allows you express yourself. It allows you to to show that expertise. It allows you to show how trustworthy you can be, right? You're able to show a live document, and someone like myself that had never seen a CFO, a live CFO document, apart from the ones I see on Google searches, image searches on Google, like on the more serious note, I've not seen a live CFO document before. And there are several people also like that wanting to invest in a property, and they have not seen a CFO in the whole of their lives. They simply know what the CFO is and what the CFO really stands for, but they have not seen it live. And when they see it live on your YouTube channel and have you display it and explain it correctly, it increases their trust, and they are wanting to do business with you. Any other thing to add to this? Or we just move on?
No, let's move on.
We should move on, right?
Exactly.
All right. So I think we did justice to this anyways. So guys, let's know what you think about this particular point in the comment section. All right. So moving on from here, optimizing your videos for search. So once again, at the beginning, I did say that YouTube is a search platform also, but it's a search platform for videos, right? So how important do you think YouTube also is for search, right? Especially for real estate.
Yeah, YouTube, especially when you use a very relevant keyword, like keyword that is related. I know
Yeah,
most people don't
keywords.
understand what is keyword. Let me use, for example, whenever you go to Google to search for what's the meaning of C of O, that search entirely can be a keyword. That is, you're actually searching. If you notice, whenever you search, there's this blue line that Google will write giving you that specific answer because you search and they brought out that answer for you. Because that particular blog or YouTube actually explains something like that. Maybe they mentioned that keyword 3 to 4 times on their blog or on their YouTube descriptions or even their title. So now, if you are creating your YouTube videos and you're talking about keywords, where you should put this keyword for relevant search is one, in your title, and two, in your description. Three, your tags. I know a lot of people don't really put that in their tags. Tags is like if someone search for a particular keyword that is not even related to what you have in your video, but it's kind of related, it can direct that person to your video. I don't know whether you're getting my
Yeah,
point.
so I think in SEO, right, these are sometimes referred to as the secondary keywords. Yeah,
Yes.
so while we have the primary keywords, that is those primary search terms that people are imputing
Yes.
on YouTube search box,
Yes.
right? Some of that sometimes will have related searches also that can be used as tags.
Yes.
So those are sometimes called the secondary keywords,
Yes.
or in SEO we call it the LSIs,
Yes.
the LSI keywords, the
Exactly.
latent semantic indexing. So I think those ones for the purpose of YouTube optimization for search, those can actually come into the tag section.
Yes.
Right. So yeah, the importance of keyword in YouTube optimization also it cannot be overemphasized.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, it is those keywords that people get to search in YouTube. It is those keywords that people get to search on YouTube to discover your videos, right? So
Yes.
yeah, so search is very important. I mean, keywords rather are very important for YouTube video optimization. So final word for real estate professionals who are looking forward to creating YouTube videos for the sake of getting it found online on YouTube.
First of all, before you jump on to creating videos for YouTube, you have to pick your niche. You don't have to talk about, you can talk about everything, it's good, it's general, you're touching all aspects of, real estate. But sometimes you can just touch about rentals, let them know you for rentals.
Rental properties.
Yes, or maybe
Wow.
let them know you for landed properties or already built properties, like built properties that are selling, or you just talk about the law parts of the legal parts of real estate. Then people that brings about the legal papers and all those things. There are different aspects of real estate you can talk about. But if you decide to go general, that's fine. It's okay. But if you want people to know you for something, so that if they want to call this person for advertising, because sometimes YouTube is not just selling your property. You can also make money from YouTube and brands reaching out to you. So if you want to reach out to someone that talks about rental properties, they already know who to call.
Who to reach out to.
Yeah, but if you're talking general, it's still a good thing, but they don't know you for anything. So first of all, pick your niche and pick your style, your content style. If it's podcast, if it's personal, maybe a real case scenario where you go out there and speak to potential clients, people, and ask them questions about real estate and know if they know anything. Just pick your content style and shoot your content. Obviously, when you shoot your content, get keywords that align with your content, your descriptions, your tags, and lastly, your what did they call it? Your thumbnails. You have to. I think I was speaking with a friend and he always says that thumbnails, it gives you a high click-through rate.
Your
thumbnails and your title. So when your videos are not actually doing well on YouTube, try to change your thumbnails and title. It's a game changer. I trust me. So if you try those things and you just keep it consistent as creating, shooting, posting, and all that. Trust me, YouTube is a gradual growth, so you have to give it all the time, patience, and all that. So thank you.
Yeah, so thumbnails and titles are very important to help increase CTR. And CTR are simply the percentage number of your impression that eventually clicked on the video to watch. And so the higher the CTR, the higher your chances of doing really well on a platform like YouTube. So yeah, thank you so much for that point, for saying that. So moving on from here, we'll be considering building a personal brand through YouTube. So yeah, so one of the things you mentioned in the previous point was niching down, building your YouTube around a particular niche. And I think that speaks more to this particular point, which is branding yourself. So yeah, I quite agree with you that there are several niches in real estate that anyone can actually get into and get started with. We have the rental side of real estate. We have the landed property side of real estate. We have documentation side of real estate. We have several other areas. I may not be able to talk about all of that because I am not a full-fledged realtor myself. I'm just a real estate marketer, right? Yeah, and I think I agree with you on that because there used to be this friend of mine. I'll link one of our videos at the top of this one, right? When I started discussing with her, we started generally. She was my optimization idea for her was doing everything in real estate. Of course, the way she's always done it. Go to site, take properties, shots, and post them, try to sell properties and all of that. But she wasn't getting good views, right? Trust me on this. When we changed the strategy, in less than 1 month, this woman actually moved from, I think, 140 subscribers to currently about 300 and something subscribers in the space of 1 month.
Wow.
Right? And what exactly was she doing? She stopped doing everything and she focused only on making videos, interior videos of shortlet apartments.
That's beautiful.
So you can imagine changing overnight, and one video of hers sometimes would have over 2,000 views.
That's beautiful.
One other video the other time had about 3,700 views. Right? Because people have come to realize that people have come to know her for posting videos about shortlets and shortlet information and the interior section of shortlets. So yeah, that is my own point of view to this. Let me see if you have a counterpoint of view, or do you agree with me on this?
I agree with you on that, but when you were talking about personal branding, I wouldn't say personal branding is good, but before everybody could go into personal branding, you have to ask yourself a question.
Okay.
Do you want the personal brand aspect or the corporate brand? Do you want to portray? Because some people, once they start this personal brand, before you know it, they will tell you, I have a company here, I have a company here, and they'll start, interchanging or interriding both of them. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. If you want to do personal brand, you just have to focus on the personal brand, niche it down. But if you want to do the corporate brand, I mean, this is a company. It has its branding. Who is the face of this brand? You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But personal branding, it's more like who they know you for. They know this person for this thing. Like Cynthia is known for a real estate marketing a real estate or a realtor that markets rental properties, but she has a company that is maybe a Cynthia's real estate company of so Limited.
Oh yeah, I think I
And
get
she's
it
the
right
face
now.
of the brand. Do you understand what I
Yeah.
mean? So you have to first of all choose if you want it as a corporate brand or a personal brand.
And that means that if you are going corporate, right, it simply means you must have registered the business
Exactly.
and you must have come up with souvenirs, branded
Exactly.
souvenirs for your company, like the maybe probably a t-shirt like this,
Exactly.
right? And
Exactly.
maybe face caps and several other things that can always be used for the purpose of marketing your personal brand on YouTube. Yeah, I think I agree and I get it
Yes.
perfectly.
So when you do all this and when you decide that okay, I'm going all out for personal brand, I'm using personal brand to sell anything I want to sell, let people know you that you are branding yourself. But when you suddenly branding yourself and you're bringing in another company, you're confusing somebody. Because a lot of people are confusing personal brand for corporate
Corporate
brand.
brand.
Yeah, so that is why I wanted to set it out there that either you choose corporate brand, make it a company, then you are the face of that brand. Do you understand where I'm coming to? Then if it's personal brand, go all out for it. This is your personal something. You can even bring your lifestyle into it. It's
Yeah,
touch of your lifestyle. That is why
wonderful.
they call it personal
Personal
brand. You
brand.
tell your story how you started your real estate journey, all the stuff. But when you're talking about company, you need to know the trajectory you're moving through. It's a company, this kind of company that once they talk about rentals, I like using the word rentals, and they say, oh, go to Cynthia's real estate company, she does that. Do you understand? But if they want to talk about personal brand, they say, go to Cynthia, she has a YouTube, listen, check her out. You see the
Yeah, the
different aspects.
difference.
So you have to choose which of these you want to do. And even if you're going for corporate brand, you still need to niche down so that people could know you for that.
For
Maybe
that
you can still
particular
be doing
thing.
other things. As a company, obviously, you have to still be doing other things on the ground, but let them know you for just one thing and you're doing other things. But personal brand, you have to brand yourself, put a touch of your story, let people follow you through your journey. You have to teach people, but allow people to go through your journey with you. If it's personal brand, you can just put a touch of your lifestyle, your story, your personal story, but don't make it too much. Don't put it too much. So it's like a 70-30%, 70% of real estate value content and 30% of your personal story
As it relates
and
to
that
real
relates
estate.
to real estate, like
Yeah.
maybe how you started, the struggles you met through the way,
The
the challenges,
successes.
and how you were able to overcome those challenges. You could use this to inspire others, and the value packed content, you could use it to teach people how to navigate these challenges in real estate. So this is personal brand. So you don't have to confuse yourself with personal and corporate branding.
Because at the end of the day, if you confuse yourself, if you are confused yourself about whether you are doing personal or corporate,
Yes.
you are automatically confusing your client also.
Exactly.
Because if the originator of the idea is confused, how much more the guy who is going to be listening to you at the end of the day? Do you get?
Yes.
So yeah, that's very, very clear and well explained. Right? So personal branding or corporate branding, choose your fights carefully. Do you understand? You cannot fight all kinds of fights, right? So you have to choose your
You have to
fights.
choose your fights.
Choose
I'll
your fight
walk through your
wisely.
fights.
Yeah, choose your fight wisely.
I'm not disputing the fact that corporate brands sell. They don't sell. They sell, but I think people connect more with people's story.
But no, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. I think the reason people connect more with personal stories or personal brands than corporate brand,
Yes.
don't you think it may be because of the mindset about pricing? Let me explain what I
Okay.
mean. A guy may be thinking that if I connect with a brand, a corporate brand, the way they will charge me, I'll be charged as though I'm doing business with a big corporate, a big organization. But if I connect with a personal brand, a guy who tells his story and sells his properties and all of that, the person may actually lower the cost, the price and stuff like that.
Why don't I agree with you on
Don't
that?
you say personal brand, people connect more with personal brand because of the pricing, the imagination that corporates will charge higher and individuals will charge lesser. Don't you think so?
I don't think so. I don't even agree with what you're saying. Do you know that most personal brands, people that own personal brand, they charge more? they are the people that even give what we call the high ticket offers. Like the fact that if someone is selling a property now, let me say for instance, a corporate brand is selling a property for 60 million, and someone tells the story of how he went there, not just story, tell stories of how he went there to, take pictures, challenges and all that. You could laugh or maybe be inspired or, get value from that content. And the person puts that thing for 80 million. You will buy. I don't know if you're getting my point.
Yeah, I'm getting you also, but
But
at the same time also, right? At the same time, right? Don't you think corporate brands may want to factor in costs like salary of workers, the running costs,
I get.
and several other things. And a lot of persons understand all of this for
Okay.
corporate establishment, and may want to choose to do business with a personal person, a personal brand, because at the end of the day, you are also able to haggle, you're able to bargain with a personal person. Now, take for instance, I meet you online and I say, oh, can you sell me this house for 80 million? And I'm seeing you as a personal branded person, right? You say the price is 80 million. Immediately I will have the mindset that, okay, there's any possibility that I can bargain. Oh, what if I give you 55 million? Do you get? Don't you say that is one of the reasons a lot of person want to do business with a personal person and not a corporate brand?
I still don't agree with that.
You don't agree with me?
I still don't agree because a lot of personal
At the end of the day,
brands
right, I think our audiences are the ones that will
I
actually
still don't
settle
agree
this
with that.
quarrel. So let me hear you. Let me hear you.
Because when you talk about, I am so certain that yes, all corporate brands have teams they hire. But personal brands hire team members, like people that help out with maybe the video editing, the content creation.
What if the personal branded person can do all of the editing by himself?
That's what I'm saying. There's a point you will get in your personal branding that is even bigger than you. It's just facts. And when you get there, it's no longer, nobody will tell you that. You just have to tell yourself that this, my personal brand has exceeded me, just me being the A team person. You have to bring in team members. Do you understand me? There's a point. Let me say before you started your YouTube channel for like 200 subscribers, and you got to 3 million subscribers or 50 million subscribers. That's a whole lot. You understand what I'm talking about? Yeah. You have a lot of leads, community. You have to bring in community manager. You have to bring in your video editor, your thumbnail graphic
and
designer.
That's why I'm saying this is already going to a personal, a corporate branding.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I think the only thing that separates a corporate branding and a personal branding is the fact that maybe one is registered with a legal face,
yes,
and another one is not registered without a legal face.
Yeah.
Right? But well, I think for the sake of time, anyways, this fight isn't finished. Anyway, we'll start to discuss the bet. Guys, let us know in the comment section what you think about this. Do you think Cynthia is correct on this of personal branding and corporate branding, or I'm the one that is correct? I quite don't agree with her anyway, and she's not agreeing with me. I don't know why. Today of all days, she's not agreeing with me. She has always agreed with me on several things, but for this particular one, I wouldn't know why she's specifically not agreeing with me. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Who among us is correct, right, about this specific argument? So moving on from here, let's look at leveraging adverts. So how do you do well with YouTube for your real estate business? So I think apart from gunning for the organic visibility, and the organic sales and lead generation, I think taking time also once in a while to run paid campaigns on YouTube will also help anyone to do well as a real estate professional. What do you think about that?
I think it's nice, it's wonderful, but depending on that person's budget. If the person is just a starter and has a very little or very low budget, all he has to focus on is creating content that will go organics and use his resources for more organic kind of content. But when we are talking of ads, and this is what we are talking about Google ads, this is PPC, that is paid per click campaign. So and it's a whole lot of money. You have to compete with the big guys on the game
that are already in the game.
Exactly. So if you have to do that, you have to be on a very at least average budget before you could go into that. So for the starters, I would just advise them to continue with the organics, and when they bring in some few monies on their pockets, they could just go out there and do ads. Ads is good, but you have to know your budget. You don't jump into it because others are doing it. If you don't have enough money and maybe you went out there to go and borrow money just to run ads because others are doing it, I wouldn't advise that. So, but if your budget is up to that, go ahead. It's all fine.
Yeah, so one other thing I would like to add to what Cynthia had already said is, I think, Cynthia, a big mistake that most people make when it comes to YouTube is, the platform understands that this particular business owner is gunning for organic visibility,
Yes.
and this particular person is gunning for paid visibility.
Mm-hmm.
So I think most mistake realtors make in Nigeria is using the same YouTube platform or YouTube channel to run paid campaigns, and of course also to try to get organic visibility as well. See, let me make it simpler, right? Google at the end of the day, or YouTube at the end of the day, is a business entity.
Exactly.
Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
And there's every possibility that, see, guys, I'm just saying this is a reality. At the end of the day, they will definitely favor their paying clients than the guy who is trying to get some visibility off them for free.
Mm-hmm.
So if YouTube has come to realize that, or if Google has come to realize that you are running paid campaigns,
Mm-hmm.
right? That may most likely affect your organic visibility.
I know.
Do you understand? So I think if you are looking forward to using YouTube for the purpose of your real estate business, to growing on YouTube, right? You should have two accounts, one for paid campaigns and one for organic visibility, so that they don't contradict, they don't conflict. If you are doing organics on this particular platform, you run organic completely on this, leveraging on the ideas that Cynthia had brilliantly shared. Do you understand? And if you are doing paid campaign, PPC, pay-per-click advertising, the YouTube video ad, you should do it on a separate platform. Let Google or YouTube know that this particular or specific platform is set up for the purpose of running your ads. What do you think I'm correct on this one?
I wouldn't say I agree, but
Or you don't also agree
I don't
again?
really literally agree. But let me just leave it for the fact that
No, 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 no,
my
no.
audience would like say today I'm not agreeing with what you're saying.
No, you have, let's discuss about it. Let's talk about it. If
Okay,
you don't agree, let me know you don't
the
agree.
fact you said opening a two YouTube account is a big no for me, because if, like I said, if you're a starter, just go all organics. There's a stage you want to get to, and you want to source out for more campaign. I don't know. There's how this algorithm works. If you are dishing out good content, even if you are using ads, trust me, this platform needs money. If you are dishing out good content and people are liking and viewing your content through their search button and all that, they will push your content out there. I don't know if the fact that because you run ads on that particular channel, and because of that, if you are trying to do content organic, it wouldn't go out there. You wouldn't gain the visibility you want. I think if you are giving out good content, it should go out. Like, you should gain the visibility you are looking for, because if maybe you are having about 1,000 views per video, and your views increase to 5,000 views, maybe there's a video content you just created and you post it out there, and it's increasing. YouTube like business now, because the more people are viewing, the more you are bringing more people to the platform, to that business, so they will know that your video is actually attracting more people. So it's a win-win kind of thing. I don't see the fact that because you're already paying them, it's a win-win. Even if you pay them and they push your content up there and you do it through organic, they will still put ads in that your content that is organic, so that they will get money from people that is paying them. Is it not so? It's so now. So
Well,
I don't think it will hinder your account from going viral, or gaining the visibility it deserves. Whether organic or paid, your content should be so good that your audience will not, as in your audience will not be able to, go away from not viewing that. Like, it's irresistible.
yeah, but my submission is actually coming from personal experience anyways, managing an account for a client, and this guy literally grew to about 5,000 subscribers. But when you check the watch hour, the total number of people that watch the video at the back end, the get on, that allows him to start earning, he was nowhere to be found. His watch hour was below 1,000, about 800, 700, 1,000, 700, 800. When in actual fact he needed 4,000. And this is a guy that grew these 5,000 subscribers in a period of 4 years. So you can imagine someone growing up to 5,000 subscribers in 4 years, and in 4 years he was unable to earn 4,000 watch hours to start earning on YouTube. So that's why I think separating the two accounts because he runs plenty paid campaigns, right? These paid campaigns actually got him subscribers, no doubt, but they were unable to get him watch hours because at the end of the day, people know that this is advert. This guy wants to make money now. Do you get? They just want the advert, get the information they want to get from the advert, and bounce away, right? So, but if the guy continues to create useful content for organics without using any one of them for advert, that was where my opinion was coming from. Do you get? But however, yeah, I think just as rightly said, you can actually go side by side, just create useful content and see if people get to watch it or not. Leveraging YouTube for the sake of your real estate business is very important for adverts. You can actually use YouTube also for adverts, and trust me on this, YouTube gives good results when it comes to paid campaigns on their platform. They are looking for money, no doubt, right? But just as Cynthia had rightly said, you need to ensure that you have the budget for it because YouTube advertising isn't actually cheap. Do you understand? You have to get prepared for that. And moving on from here, we look at the last point, which is building and engaging with your audiences, right? Taking YouTube as a community for your business. So sometimes little wonder you see influencers selling out products. Influencers that probably had not used a particular product before, but they are selling out plenty products because they have been able to build a community of people. Do you understand? So if you are also able to build a community around your YouTube platform, you definitely will make sales also. Do you think this is correct also?
Yeah, this is correct. I agree with you with this
You
one.
agree with me on this one, right?
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So yeah, she agrees with me on this one. So I think we are on the same level on this.
Yeah.
So you can leverage YouTube to build a community. Just do everything you can to grow your subscribers on YouTube, right? Leverage on the points that Cynthia had mentioned before now, and of course the explanations I've given also before now, and you'll be able to grow your subscribers or your subscriber rate on YouTube. And when you grow the subscriber rate on YouTube, the tendency that you can make or close real estate deals becomes higher. Yeah, any final note, any final word?
For people that are just starting out, I know everybody wants to start YouTube. You have to ask yourself, is this the platform for me? It's not, you will not start today and not being consistent in it. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because
Do you have the energy to
YouTube,
continue and be
exactly.
consistent?
YouTube is a long form content platform, so you have to have the energy to shoot a lot of videos, be consistent. At least you can start with 2 videos per week. That's a good start, or 1 video per week. But I would advise 2 videos per week. So you have to sit down, craft out your content for that YouTube channel. So before you start, you have to ask yourself, is this platform actually for me, or should I move to other platform? But if you decide to move to YouTube, you have to put your mind, soul, and heart into this. That is what I would just tell you.
Yeah, so YouTube is a long form video platform, and it is also a long term strategy kind of business, a long term strategy
Yes.
kind of platform. It is not a hit and run kind of platform. If you want to get good result from YouTube, you have to give in the work that is required, right? So thank you so much, guys, for making it down here to our platform today. We are really grateful. We do really appreciate that you're able to spend this short period of time with us to listen to our discussion and to hear our banter, our argument. Do you understand? So yeah, as a means of motivating us to doing more good quality content like this, especially for real estate professionals, do well to smash the subscription button and turn on also the notification bell so that when next we make good quality content like this, you'll be one of the very first persons to see it and to watch and to check it out, right? So thank you so much. We'll call it a wrap from here. Until next time, it is a bye for now.